You're mistaken. I have him under control. And not just him. They're all eating out of my hand. I regret that Foltest is away at the summit, but I trust you'll tend to the King's Council.
I assume you've resolved matters with Luvarden as well.
Yes, I made an offer and he accepted. He claims his superiors had similar plans, but we beat them to it. Men can do nothing but talk and then always claim the initiative.
And how is your Witcher?
I should be able to convince him.
Don't overdo it. Geralt can be exceptionally perceptive.
I know. I must get back. I'll contact you when it's all over.
Never let the Witcher guess what you hide from him.
Triss?
Should you be up? I'd rather make sure you've recovered completely.
How?
Don't worry. This won't hurt a bit. Well, you seem to be at full strength. It must be that unusual Witcher's metabolism.
Triss, how did I get here?
Pure coincidence. I was scanning for magic anomalies and happened upon a false trail set by Kalkstein.
You found me in the swamp? What happened there?
I don't know. The alchemist is still there, examining solid stone. But he won't find anything. The greater anomalies are here in Vizima.
Magic anomalies? In Vizima?
Yes. I'd appreciate it if you could help me figure them out. But back to your health.
I thought I was at full strength.
You misunderstood me. Physically, nothing's wrong. It's your mind that worries me.
Explain.
You raved for hours. I had no choice but to read your thoughts to learn about your injuries and which poisons you took this time.
I'm sure you read beyond that.
I couldn't help it. Your thoughts were quite loud. In any case, I know about your recent adventures.
Can you help me?
Recover your memory? I doubt anyone can, but there's a small chance...
A small chance of what?
From what I saw, I think you would benefit by creating a stable personality.
Meaning?
Geralt, please, this is important.
Just limit the psychobabble.
You need to take a stand on the world's problems. It doesn't matter what position, just that you choose one. A strong identity may help restore your memory.
Can't you just tell me what you saw?
No, I don't want you turning into my vision of Geralt. I want you to decide for yourself who you are, without looking back.
I shouldn't take an interest in the past?
Exactly. Your memory should return in due course.
We'll see. Said something about magic anomalies.
Various things can cause them, but more importantly, they can be the cause of true evil. When I last felt this way, you and a sorceress were trying to capture a genie, destroyed half a city in the process. You probably have no recollection, but a lot hung in the balance.
I don't recall.
I could use your help. I have some magic sensors that need to be placed around Vizima. They'll help us locate the anomaly's source.
I'll see you later.
See you. Oh, I nearly forgot.
What?
Luvarden, a merchant, wants to see you. He hosts banquets at the new Neracourt.
I don't like banquets.
Important people will attend.
I don't know.
Including Princess Ada, whose curse you lifted. Apparently, she's slightly obsessed with you.
I'll think about it.
I'll be there.
All right, I'm convinced. Maybe I can gather some information there.
6 this evening. Here's the pass that makes you official in the trade quarter.
A Witcher? They said your kind was extinct.
Very nearly. I'm Geralt.
I'd rather not reveal my true name, my knightly vows. If you wish, you may call me Patrick de Wazy.
Of the, Flaming Rose?
Indeed, I'm a member. Perhaps you could lend me some assistance.
With what?
My sister. Will you hear her story? One day we found her unconscious in bed. Blood trickled from fang marks on her neck. We had no doubts, a vampire.
Fang marks don't necessarily mean a vampire.
These clearly did, for after a time, my sister disappeared. She must have been transformed and then escaped.
If she is a vampire, I'll have to.
Above all, I would like you to find her. Confirm our suspicions.
Right. I'll look for your sister.
You should have no trouble recognizing her. None can ignore her azure eyes. She is a slim, beautiful blonde.
I'll do what I can.
Geralt of Rivia and Triss Merigold, welcome!
Greetings.
I thank you for coming. Look about the room and you will see the entire kingdom represented.
We thank you for your invitation.
Forgive me, I must return to my duties. I'm certain we'll speak later.
Milady, allow me to present the sorceress Triss Marigold, and...
Duet, I know who stands before me. We know each other, do we not, Witcher?
One could say so, Princess.
A princess indeed, though I do not always feel like one. So many duties. You could not imagine, Witcher. Why do you stare? Is my dress displeasing?
Forgive me, milady, but even the finest dress would pale in comparison to you.
Mind your tongue, mutant.
Duet, I will decide if and when I am offended.
Your Highness, he is an aberration.
Silence. It was a nicety. Leave us for now.
Geralt, allow me to introduce Burgomeister Velerad.
Charmed.
Greetings. It's been a while.
Velerad is King Foltest's right hand.
No need for formal introductions. If you wish to open a factory or a shop, kill a monster or petition the king, you must come to me.
I'll remember that.
Excuse us, Burgomeister, but we need to say hello to the other guests. Geralt, have you met Taller?
Taller? Here?
Let me introduce my master, the Honourable Erkin von Blunt.
Good day, sir.
Erkin has taken a vow of silence and thus cannot answer. You must be wondering why he is here.
Indeed.
He has made numerous vows in his life, one of which is to protect the royal family. Sadly, for unknown reasons, Princess Ada holds little respect for him. Vows, however, must be honoured, whatever the circumstances.
And how are you involved? Are you bound by his vows by extension?
He authorized me to speak on his behalf, and I serve as his advisor.
Of course. We shan't be bothering you. Come, Geralt. You've met everyone who's anyone. I need to speak with Levarden. You behave yourself. Beware of anyone who tries to pry information from you.
From me? But I'm just a witcher.
Don't be fooled. Anything you say may have political ramifications.
Enjoying yourself?
Exquisitely. Not enough food, nowhere to sit, and nothing but small talk. And I may be the only one here not involved in one of the many schemes or secret alliances being forged.
It's a sign of the times, new customs and fashions. You think it better to show the Nilfgaardian we're barbarians? That we can't distinguish between a fork and a comb? That the only way we know how to feast is to get blind drunk and roar lusty songs while slapping the serving wenches on their arse?
I'm a relic, someone from the past, so I'm rather attached to the old customs. Never understood nor liked the new ones. But really, Taller, why are you here?
I'm a patriot. I've the good of the kingdom at heart. A kingdom threatened by the schemes and alliances you were observant enough to note.
I said I was an old-fashioned witcher. Be straight, like Taller the Fence would be.
Taller the Fence does nothing for free.
Taller the Fence is a scoundrel who'd prefer the Temple District not know he consorts with the cream of Vizima society.
Have it your way. Let me tell you, friend, a serious slashfest is in the works. One without pardon. The defeated will be picked apart by crows. You'll be forced to fight for a new order, comrade, or against it. We will fight for our traditions and customs, for our land and our women.
Who's this enemy? Who wants to steal our women?
I wouldn't deceive you. I think you're one of us. It's a cause we share. I don't know the enemy yet, but I will soon, and when I do, the time of the sword and the axe will come. Blood will flow in the streets. And know this, comrade, there will be no room for your neutrality.
Exactly are you? And be straight with me, comrade.
Temerian intelligence. I execute the king's direct orders. I find traitors, rats, and foreign agents. I'm a spy.
A highly placed spy.
I can't deny it. May I ask a personal question? The amphibians you're after, are they a personal matter or an ideological one?
Personal.
Care to explain?
They robbed me and killed a friend. That enough?
Got it. Thank you for being candid.
Levarden somehow involved?
I need to get Erkin a private meeting with him. At present, his intentions are a pure riddle.
To me, too.
Really?
What do you mean?
Your friend seems to get along famously with Livarden. For two strangers, they certainly have much to discuss. See for yourself.
I trust Triss.
I suppose you know her better than I, but don't say I didn't warn you. Regarding Livarden, we know he heads some transnational organization of merchants, bankers, and other wealthy folk. Make what you will of it.
Exactly is Duet, and what is he doing here?
That Nilfgaardian dog is a mere pawn. I cannot fathom why Ada tolerates him.
Explain.
Like most knights of the Order, he worries his dick's too small, so he gets aggressive whenever something scares him. Then, of course, he's a Nilfgaardian. Our princess has some weaknesses, but stupidity is not one of them.
Maybe the princess has a game of her own going.
Then she should choose better allies. Unlike chess, this game claims lives. I'm afraid someone might be using her.
Why do you want to draw me into a game that doesn't concern me?
This game concerns you more than you imagine. You mean to tell me you're not interested in the conflict between the Order and the scoiatael? You mean to tell me you don't care? What about your lover, Triss Merigold?
That's private. I want to destroy Salamandra. That is my only objective.
Salamandra has a patron. Someone in this room, or one known here. You're up to your ears in this, Wolf, whether you like it or not.
Speak freely, Geralt, but no politics.
I want to ask about the princess.
No politics.
About the curse.
Shh. I could use something stronger. Fine. Ask.
Does the princess have strange dreams?
How would I know? I've not spoken to Ada without one of those bastards from the Order prisons.
Any strange behavior?
You're awfully close to treason.
I'm not asking out of want for political influence.
Our sweet princess is completely normal. Well, her head's a little messed up.
Is she aggressive?
On occasion, but not unusual for a spoiled damsel. I don't know, she's...
What?
Well...
Spit it out.
She needs a man to give her a proper lay.
Right.
Must go.
Later.
Curses. I'm drunk.
He speaks.
I broke my vow. I swore on a heron.
A heron?
Nonsense. Tala hired me to come incognito to the feast.
You blew it.
No scene, please. This ring will get you in the house of the night. Half price.
Witcher, you may approach. Duet, fetch me some wine. From that page boy at the end of the room.
Your Highness?
We may speak freely now. Geralt, tell me about witchers, and please, don't hide behind your code.
What are you asking, milady?
What is your view on politics? To me, politics is like an encounter with a lover. Would you agree?
I'm impressed by the comparison. Have you ever tried your hand at the fine arts, Your Highness?
I'm forced to study all kinds of nonsense, but books bore me, as does poetry for the most part.
I agree. Books are for bores.
Never mind. Back to our lovers ambulating about the room. You see, Witcher, politics is not unlike a tryst. It begins with foreplay, glances, conversations. Behold that witch with Livarden. Now look to our noble Erkin and the courtiers. The dance grows bolder, fondling and such. Then one is consumed by the desire to come together roughly, like animals. Finally, one is left with sad, passionless copulation. Velerad and Duet, for instance.
Excuse me, Your Highness. Sore throat.
We are adults, Geralt. We both know the desires of men.
May be right, Your Highness. Power, sex, power, they both come down to one thing. Fucking others. May I ask you a question?
Go on.
What is the king's stance on this topic? I mean politics, of course.
Ugh, dull? I have grown hungry, and there is naught worth eating at this feast. I tire of partridge tongues and caviar. What do I most desire? I have it. I will answer your ever so dull question if you bring me what I most desire.
I shall return shortly, Your Highness.
Catoblepis steak, rare for the princess.
Thank you, Triss.
You know I can conjure up orgasms too.
I think I prefer traditional methods. I'll find you after I've spoken with Ada.
Do you have something tasty for me?
Steak tartare of Catoblepis. Raw meat with a pinch of pepper and an uncooked yolk.
You know how to please a woman.
It is an honor to serve you, Your Highness.
I shall grant you a private audience. Come to my alcove in 5 minutes. We shall dabble in politics. Finally, politics it shall be, but quietly. We should not be heard.
Your Highness promised me an answer.
What are you waiting for? Undress.
Your Highness.
I shall answer in due course. But first, I must know if those legends about your sword are true.
Geralt, I spoke with Declan.
And?
The two of you should talk.
What's so worthy of my time?
Don't be so quick to judge. He'll make you an offer, one I think you should accept.
Sure you're not using me as one of your tools?
Only in bed, Witcher. Only in bed.
I'm glad you've come.
What is it?
The old saying goes, any enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Get to the point.
Geralt, I urge you to change your tone. Listen to what Declan has to say.
Let me guess. You have dirty work needs doing and thought a witcher with amnesia perfect for the job.
Exactly. Will you help destroy Salamandra?
Help, but it hardly means we're friends.
Wonderful. It's as we've heard. All secret societies need gold. Fisstech yields the largest profits for Salamander. Our spies say there's a new Salamander camp in the swamps. The herbs are harvested, then conducted to another base in Vizima's temple quarter.
A swamp and slums again. Great.
We're confident you can destroy both camps. If you discover papers, evidence that might aid us, return to me.
Yes, sir. Permission to commence mission, sir.
Both camps are new, without sure defenses. A simple matter for you. The Salamanders would slaughter groups of humans easily.
Much simpler to sacrifice one witcher. I'll return once I have new information.
See me tomorrow if you need help. Triss obtained this formula especially for you.
Geralt, don't listen to that piss-swilling cheat.
What's wrong, Taller?
He's involved. The counterfeit royal edicts.
But I thought...
Where'd you get the royal seal, you ball-licking bastard?
How dare you accuse me, mongrel?
You believe the seal's fake?
Clearly. If this is a royal edict, where's Foltest's signature? Geralt, this is a provocation.
The king need not sign every edict. The seal is authentic.
You lie, DeWitt. I can prove it and you'll hang.
You can prove nothing. Surrender and live. Stay out of this, Witcher.
Never. You won't take me alive, you bastards.
Keep your hands off him.
You'll regret this. You'll all regret it.
Quiet, priest. Thanks for your help, Geralt.
You best disappear for a while.
Good idea, but I must speak with you.
Later. I need to do something.
Fine. Meet me at the new Narracourt. We meet again, Witcher.
Worked out that way, I guess.
I suppose I should thank you for saving my ass.
I'm still not sure it was smart to tangle with DeWitt.
Of course it was, provided you have Temeria's well-being at heart.
What do you mean?
There's something afoot.
You forget I'm a simple witcher.
It's like this. Before the king departed, he placed Vizima in my care. See?
Seems authentic. During my absence, I entrust you with...
I know you can read, Witcher, but notice both the king's seal and his signature.
I see. that isn't on the other edicts?
A seal can be stolen, but a signature is difficult to forge.
So the royal edicts are fakes?
Exactly.
You? We must speak.
About what? You won't toss me into the sewers again.
This is how it works. I describe a job. If you refuse, it's the dungeon for you.
Like to gamble? I do.
Gamble?
I wager I can cut off your nose before you can sneeze again.
A little edgy today, are we? Listen, I know the people with the Salamander badge have long been after you. I know where they can be found. Deal with them and your problems are over. And, in the process, you'll help me out too. How about it?
We'll see. Tell me what you know.
Salamandra has nearly taken control of the drug trade. If no one stands against them...
Why should I care?
They're after you. Destroy them. Take the information you need and return here. Oh, and gather any drugs you find as evidence.
Where do I begin?
An informer spoke of a dealer called Angus who holds some powder. He works in the slums. We must know where he gets his goods. He's often at the tavern. Good work, Witcher. A few people died, but I'll turn a blind eye.
Self-defense.
Well done. The community is better without their kind. Back to business. Where hides the fisstech producer?
Geralt's the one responsible.
Great. I will secure the evidence and the drugs. For the public good, of course. You deal with Geralt.
Excellent plan. Perhaps I should kill everyone involved in trafficking fisstech? Or maybe I inform Vincent you're seizing goods.
What riles you? You got all you wanted.
That's the only reason I'm still talking to you. But don't give me any more orders. Is that clear?
As a bell. But we still must deal with Geralt.
Fisstech softens your brain. I'll do it.
Get ready, Geralt.
Don't worry about me. I have my potions. I placed the sensors as you asked.
I know. As soon as you did, I scanned all of Vizima and found the source of the anomaly.
Where?
A boy named Alvin at St. Lebioda's hospital.
How can a child be the source?
You've forgotten everything? He must have immense powers. Elder blood must course through his veins.
Elder blood?
The gift of Lara. We must rein in Alvin's destructive abilities. Hurry, fetch him from the hospital.
I'll see what I can do. Will they let me take him?
Not readily. Your friend Shawnee refuses to hand him over. She has no idea what the entire city faces if he spins out of control. I don't know how to talk to her. She's your friend. Settle it with her. I'd be grateful. One more thing. Children of Elder Blood attract creatures from the beyond. Ghosts and specters. You might find this scroll useful.
Geralt, I was looking for you. I had no idea Nurse Natala was such a wellspring of passion. You ever seen her leaning over patients? Those eyes.
Dandelion.
In any case, I was on my way here to entertain Natala with some scintillating conversation when I passed these two odd-looking men dragging out this kid who was hollering and crying. They called him by his name. I think it was Alpin or Albin or something.
Shit, that's who I'm here for.
Well, you'll be proud of me. Oblivious to any danger, I decided to help the kid and followed them. They dragged him to this house.
You're right. I am impressed.
Told you. You have to take me with you this time. This is true ballad material. Matter of fact, I'll lead you there. The house is in the non-human district. Follow me. This is where they brought Alvin.
Great. Wait here and don't enter until the fighting stops.
You always tell me to wait outside. No. This time I'm going in with you. I'll create a new genre. The proactive ballad.
I don't want you around when I start swinging.
Okay. I guess poetry requires sacrifices.
So you love me and have forgotten her?
Triss,
You're sweet, you know. The only one I trust. You've endured a lot. Time for a reward. The little one's asleep, so let me show you some real magic.
Kedmail Wolf, a pleasure to see you.
How's everything with you?
We suffocate in the shackles placed upon us by our human oppressors.
I'm not one of your zealots, Yavin. Spare me.
I jest, though there's truth in what I say. But we defeated the Order in the swamp and are gradually emerging from the forests.
You don't stand a chance in open battle.
We shall see. But we will not back down now.
Have any jobs for me?
I have a mission for you. One not entirely related to the struggle for freedom.
Yavin, cut to the chase.
We have learned that the ruins of an elven temple have been found in the sewers beneath Vizima. Not surprising, given the city was erected on elven foundations. We think Lara Dora may have been there, and may have left something behind.
Who?
You will learn everything if you agree to help. I sent a unit there, but I fear something has gone wrong. I need you to find out what happened.
I'll see what I can do.
Wonderful.
I'd be interested to hear about Lara.
Lara Doran. Eb Sheerdal was an elven sorceress. An N7. A knowing one. She carried Hen Ikir, elder blood, which puzzles even us elves. As fate would have it, Lara fell in love with a human sorcerer, Cregennan of Lod. Other humans could not bear it, and began persecuting them. They became outcasts, shunned by all around them. No pleas would soften the stone hearts of the cruel and merciless Dwan. When Lara, begging mercy not for her but for her unborn child, grabbed the door of the royal carriage, at the king's behest a man-at-arms lashed out with his cutlass, severing her fingers. She fled the city, sought shelter in a forest. When night descended and the frosts came, Lara faded on a hill amidst the trees. She gave birth to a daughter whom she protected with what warmth remained in her waning body. Though a blizzard raged through the night, spring suddenly appeared on that hill, and Fenawed bloomed. Now those flowers grow only in Dol Blathana, and where Lara breathed her last. You must understand the importance of any artifacts. She was exceptional, someone whose loss defies words no matter what the language.
What are you doing here? Why aren't you with your elves?
The Druid's Grove acts as a sanctuary where I can quietly think, lay plans. My going to Vizima presents an unnecessary risk. Part of the unit inside Vizima is accomplishing plenty.
I had to come here.
What's wrong?
I can't bring myself to say it.
You seem distressed and scared. Maybe I can help, but you'll have to tell me what's wrong.
My man... he's sick. I have to help him before it's too late. He's a werewolf and I don't want him killed.
Werewolves are tough to kill, and witchers don't always kill monsters. Whenever possible, we lift curses and spells. How are you planning to help him?
Fat Sophie told me the druids may have a potion I could buy.
That's possible. The swamp's too dangerous. I'll ask the druids for medicine for you.
Thank you. I'll wait at home. The building opposite the tavern in the slums.
Welcome.
Greetings.
Do my eyes play tricks? Is it Geralt, the famed White Wolf?
Indeed. How do you know me?
I've heard about you from our friend, Mousesack.
I lost my memory and don't remember Mousesack.
A pity. Perhaps I can help, if you stay for a few years.
I must attend to urgent matters.
Yes?
I come on behalf of a woman whose beloved transforms into a werewolf. She wishes to find a cure.
You're a witcher. You should know how to treat lycanthropy.
I may have known once, but I can no longer recall the method.
I know several cures for lycanthropy, though I've not put any to the test myself.
What of a magical cure? An elixir?
I know not how to prepare one. You should question an experienced alchemist. I have heard a shirt made with fool's parsley may help.
Really?
Yes. Gather 5 leaves of fool's parsley and tell the woman to weave them into a shirt. Then her lover should wear it for the night.
Thanks for the advice.
There is also one folk remedy. I'm embarrassed to mention it, but it is said pure, unconditional love changes beasts into men.
I'll remember that too.
Remember this. Lycanthropy is a disease that penetrates ever deeper. Before endeavoring to remove the curse, you must make sure the werewolf is still a man at heart.
Why?
If he is not, he'll continue the slaughter, even once cured, remain nothing more than a monster.
I see. I'll try to learn the werewolf's identity.
Who the hell are you? Didn't I see you speaking to Yavin at the camp?
Yavin sent me to see what happened to you.
A witcher? We're lucky you came.
Meaning?
We're after elven artifacts. Got into the temple, but once there, I felt a terrible cold and heard a cry. One of my people exploded. Then some thing attacked another of my companions. Only those you see here survived. Slay that thing, whatever it is. You'll be generously rewarded.
I'll try.
Kidmel, thank you for your help, Wolf.
My payment?
300 orens. And forget what you saw, Dwan.
Why do you hate humans so much, Yavin?
Why? I assume you don't mean ideology and the like, and you would rather hear some dark secret from deep within my soul.
You assume correctly.
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
Agreed.
I once lived in a city among humans. I was honest and courteous, respected all their ridiculous customs and laws. Assimilation. I lived that word for years, and during that time I was cheated, sneered at, on occasion beaten and robbed. I felt no hatred for humans. In fact, I felt better than them. I told myself they were simply incapable of controlling their weaknesses, their flaws. I was robbed 3 times as often as others. Racist slogans were painted on my door in excrement. For years I wondered why. Was I doing something wrong? What could I do to bring peace to my life? And you know what I came to understand?
No, but I'm sure you'll tell me.
I was doing nothing wrong. I'd been lying to myself from the outset. Just as the moon will never catch the sun, so humans will never change. They will remain egotistical, envious, petty and fearful of anything they don't understand. And believe me, there's plenty. Matters proceeded quickly thereafter, but that's another story.
Now you resemble humans.
No, Geralt, definitely not. And you, Witcher? Who are you? You too have experienced human ignorance and hatred.
I'm as much an outcast as you, Yavin. I see your point, but have no interest in torching human villages.
I'm glad you understand, White Wolf.
Farewell.
Master Richard!
What, boy?
The bank's been robbed! Master Velarad said we should fetch a witcher!
What's going on?
Follow me, Master Geralt!
Stay back. The scoiatael are robbing the bank!
What's happening?
Armed robbers have taken over the bank and are holding hostages. Siegfried's leading the assault.
Always the hero.
Geralt, they need support.
Fine, I'll help.
Good luck.
Could use it.
Mark the archers. Witcher?
I've come to pull you out.
What, right?
Velarad sent me.
That makes us allies.
Got a plan?
We'll try another entrance.
Let's do it.
Pull back! We'll go through the back of the town hall. We're in! Onward!
Is it true you wish to negotiate, Dwan?
Dwan? Dwan? Who is this Dwan they're incessantly going on about?
It means human, Siegfried. Yes, we're here to negotiate.
With terrorists? Never!
Bloody Dwan.
We're not here to fight, Siegfried.
Why else? To be ambushed and killed?
This can be settled without anyone else getting harmed.
If you must speak with terrorists, do it alone.
So be it.
I shall remember this, Witcher.
My brother, my kin. Fate has torn us asunder. From 2 opposing ramparts we face death's thunder.
This is no time for poetry.
The forests cry, the earth wails, the world trembles in fire. Behind 2 hostile ramparts stand you and I.
The knights will be here any minute.
In my dreams at night, and in day before mine eyes, the one that never died from our blood will rise. Do you know what I'm talking about, Witcher?
Yavin.
Erelyn. You know the story of Erelyn, Witcher?
I don't.
2 centuries ago she led us into battle. A beautiful, honorable battle. She was slain by humans, but the vision of her has never died. The white rose of Sherowed blooms still.
We needn't be enemies.
That's true. Help us, and no one else will be hurt.
Is your head on straight, Yavin? Why would I help you?
Oh, stop deceiving yourself, Geralt. You're a mutant. Humans treat you like a necessary evil at best. Fighting for them, you fight against yourself and all the elder races. You expect gratitude from them. You expect them to call the dogs off and stop throwing stones at you. They'll show no mercy and slay you the first opportunity they get.
I don't think so.
The scoiatael are freedom fighters. Do you understand what that means? This is a struggle for survival, for equal rights, for what is due to all living beings.
All?
Yes, all. Even humans. And that in spite of their being no more sophisticated than pigs and cows. Just think what awaits the world when they finally succeed in destroying all that is beautiful and good. Do you wish to live in that world? We are the alternative. We have no desire to destroy the human race. We just want to survive.
Yavin, I've heard enough today about war, about the survival of a race. Picture this. I do not want to get involved.
Ah, the famous neutrality. A little late for that. You should have stayed outside. You must choose. Now.
Don't expect me to tag on a squirrel tail and dive headlong into battle. I'll help you the Witcher's way.
I expect nothing more. Sorry, no time to celebrate. We're stuck here because of monsters.
What monsters?
Our mission was to find documents that would allow Vivaldi to recover his bank. Only right, wouldn't you say? Yet we find ourselves trapped. Kikimore's blocking our escape. We plan to flee through the sewers.
I'll see what I can do.
Go, White Wolf. Look out! The Kikimores are everywhere.
Strange. Kikimore's outside their nest.
Something's not right here, Witcher.
I'll clear the passage.
Problem solved. That little foray was impressive.
All in a day's work. I hope my help doesn't go to waste.
I'll get the documents to Vivaldi. Maybe he can take the bank back.
Good luck, Yavin.
If you ever need me, ask Vivaldi.
The location of the last Salamander cell in Vizima's merchant quarter.
I'll hurry there now.
Not so simple. It's beyond the supervised zone. Entrance is forbidden.
So what's the plan?
A city guard officer is our informer. He's posted in Vizima's streets.
How will I recognize him?
He'll respond to a password. Speak the words, "The lily has yet to be engulfed by flames."
I'm getting tired of this espionage crap.
He will answer, "3 lilies make 1." He will direct you to the hideout.
The lily has yet to be engulfed by fire.
What?
I'm sorry.
I'm kidding. 3 lilies make 1.
You could have thought up an easier password.
Okay, here's the plan. At midnight, my unit will arrive in the sewers.
You're not coming with me?
We'll watch your back, but only for 2 hours.
See you there.
Men! Turn hut! Forward march! Comrades, the ladder.
Everything ready?
We're expecting the salamanders shortly.
They know we're here?
No, but they're vigilant. They have an important guest. Just a moment. Hurry! Now to begin. Akayala Ambra Kur. We have picture. A blurry one. We may not connect with the Redanians today. Easy, the crystal's warming up. I'll boost the magical correlation. It worked! We have picture!
I greet you.
Greetings, sir.
Enough formalities. What do you want?
Our military bases around Vizima have been broken up. Spies from Nilfgaard may have played a part.
So you're hip deep in manure. Why contact me?
Sir, we're requesting financial assistance.
Why would I help you?
Our mutual acquaintances are working for people with close ties to you.
You must think me mad.
But sir...
You're in over your heads, all your experiments, fisstech deals. I won't help you.
Shh! Here's something in the corridor.
Bravo! An impressive slaughter. Here I feared those idiots would bore me with incessant pleas. But they proved entertaining after all.
Who are you?
Radovid. I don't like being interrupted.
Listen, Radovid, I don't much care what you like. You'd better explain your connection to Salamandra. I'm sure we'll meet someday.
Nobody said that to me in a long time. I like you. You go straight for the jugular. I'll tell you who I am. I'm not out of fear. I share nothing in common with Salamandra, absolutely nothing. I once thought to use them as a tool, but I changed my mind.
A tool?
Political leverage, Witcher.
Can you be clearer?
I can, but I won't. Suffice to say that Salamandra's actions don't suit me right now, which makes us allies. Good luck, Witcher, and say hello to Ada.
Geralt. You know me?
It's me. It's me, Captain Vincent.
This explains your disappearances at night.
I was covering you. Those imbeciles didn't even crawl from the sewer.
You want thanks?
Just tell me what you learned.
Radovid spoke to the salamanders through a teleprojection.
The King of Redania? Some support?
No, he refused, but they have mutual friends.
Anything else?
Nothing special.
We're on the same side.
Why should I spare you?
Why wouldn't you?
You kill humans.
How many have fallen by your sword? I'm not a monster on the inside, unlike you.
You're right. Appearances don't matter.
Thank you. Let us both be on our way.
What's the gift of Lara?
A long, complex story, but I'll keep it short. Lara Doran Epsheadal was no normal elf, more like a genetic bomb. She was to couple with another genetically special individual and bear an even more exceptional child. But that never happened. Lara fell in love with Cregennan of Lod, a mage, a human. Lara and Cregennan's children, known as those of elder blood, proved hard to follow. Thus the sorcerers who had hatched the plan lost control of their precious gene.
About my identity.
Any progress?
I decided to help Yavin and the Scoiatael.
Interesting. Why did you decide to help the non-humans?
I understand the non-humans' ideals and agree with them to an extent. The elves and dwarves are fighting for freedom and dignity, causes that deserve to be aided.
How noble of you. And what of the famous Witcher's neutrality? You're drowning in your sense of decency, though it always gets you in trouble. If you could only remember how many times you've been driven by your heart, what you believed was right, you wouldn't be surprised by your choice.
Do you think I've chosen as I would have before I lost my memory?
I do. And that, Geralt, I like.
Triss, I'm beginning to doubt these conversations will get me anywhere. Listen, I found a magical stone at the Salamandra hideout.
Interesting. Let me see. Geralt, it's a telecommunicator. It leaves a magical trace of any transfers.
Use plain language.
With a bit of luck, we can use this to find the Salamandra base.
So?
I need to speak with Luvarden. We'll talk later.
We have news about Salamandra.
Good news, I hope.
Alas, no. Its influence reaches further than we anticipated.
And you have an offer for me.
Why the sarcasm? Salamandra has strong political backing. We've been unable to convince town or military authorities to take them on.
How's that possible?
I suspect it relates to recent suspicious edicts.
What will you do?
We need support. An army unit or similar force.
How does that involve me?
We'd like you to negotiate with our potential allies.
Who do you have in mind?
Salamandra have ruffled some feathers. The scoiatael, the Order of the Flaming Rose.
I'll see what I can do.
If you succeed, we will meet them here.
Welcome, Wolf.
Greetings. You made it back unscathed.
And Navaldi got his bank back. Or will soon.
Good to hear.
Did anyone give you any problems?
No. And that's strange.
I'm under the impression that someone is protecting you. And I don't mean the gods.
I don't know who'd want to.
Did you want something, Wolf?
I have an offer. Do you want to see Salamandra destroyed?
They're also Dwan. But they bother me more than most. What did you have in mind?
I have powerful friends who see a way to destroy that organization.
I can't say I'm keen to see that happen. But since you helped me...
Does that mean you'll meet with them?
When and where, Wolf?
At a tavern in the trade quarter, the new Nera Court.
Vizima is heavily guarded. But for you, I'll find a way. See you there, Wolf.
It'll be worth your time, I assure you. Know anything more about that magic communicator I gave you?
It allows conversations over short distances. With some knowledge of magic, one can draw quite a bit of information from it. If the salamanders were using it to communicate with their base, I should be able to pinpoint its location.
Short distances. Interesting. Can you check the last communication?
The communicator sent a signal to a house in Vizima. It's marked on your map. Is there something I should know?
I have a hunch. I'll check it out.
All right, but be careful.
Hello again, Witcher.
Greetings, Radovid.
No magic mirror between us this time. I'm pleased you found my sanctuary. Triss Merigold lent a hand, am I right?
You know Triss?
Not personally, but I know Philippa Eilhart, and that's like knowing all sorceresses. I wish to speak with you, Witcher.
Who is Philippa?
One of Redania's most prominent citizens. She has bribed, dazzled, and bullied half of Redania's elite. She also belongs to the Lodge of Sorceresses, as does your Triss.
They don't accept sorcerers?
No. Each sorceress believes she's to decide the fate of the world. Sometimes they do.
If you say so.
Don't disregard sorceresses. Beautiful, wise, helpful. At least so they present themselves. Someday, I'll put them in their place. Though in her favor, Triss once betrayed her girlfriends.
I trust Triss.
Mark my words.
Who are you? And I don't mean your name.
Good question, but one with no simple answer. I was raised at the Redanian royal court. My father was murdered during the war with Nilfgaard. Ever since I lost interest in toys. I've strived to regain my heritage, find my father's murderers, and introduce order to my lands. Sadly, I'm surrounded by corrupt traitors, overly ambitious sorceresses, and frustrated chaplains of the Eternal Fire.
From what I've seen, the upper crust in Temeria is the same.
Nothing attracts sons of bitches like power.
You wanted something?
Familiar with these strange edicts in Vizima?
I've heard about them.
They bear the royal seal, but some suspect fraud.
Tell me more.
It's just as Tala said. Foltest didn't sign these. I'd recognize his signature.
You know Taller?
Certainly. I'd be a fool not to know Temeria's chief of intelligence.
So Foltest didn't declare martial law?
No. I feel I should inform him of this.
What's your connection to Ada?
I had hoped to persuade her to marry the King of Redania, which would benefit both kingdoms. With Foltest's help, our king could finally rid himself of all the parasites surrounding him. In turn, Redania could support Temeria in its fight against the scoiatael. I need not mention the benefits of increased trade. The kingdoms united could resist the expanding powers of the knightly orders and the guilds. Additionally...
Enough. You've convinced me. But I'm not Ada.
And you, Witcher, what do you think of Foltest's daughter?
What do you want to know?
You're an expert on monsters. You broke her Strigger spell.
True.
Can she bear children?
I don't see why not.
Healthy, human children?
I believe so. One of the knowing could examine her.
Thank you. Keep this conversation confidential, and please don't meddle in Redania's dynastic intentions.
I generally don't meddle, so you have nothing to fear, Your Majesty.
When did you figure it out?
Well, there's the way you spoke of Redania, of Ada, and then there's your ring.
If ever in Redania, visit the royal court. Farewell.
Farewell, King.
You're in danger.
What? Why?
The militia learned of your meetings. Salamandra has spies in the army. You must flee.
No, I won't. I must speak to the others.
The Salamanders will be here soon.
So I'll face them. You run.
Are you mad? I knew you wouldn't run. I even counted on it. Don't get yourself killed.
You too, werewolf.
Will you fight alongside a werewolf? Our trap worked both ways.
Not entirely.
Surprise.
Let's dance. I let Vincent live. A deadly beast. A changing world. New, more dangerous monsters. Fisstech. Slavery. Banditry unpunished. Werewolves are no longer the enemy. No longer the evil lurking in the dark. A dark avenger. Keeper of peace. The world's changing. And Vincent's a decent werewolf.
You finally arrive, Wolf.
Greetings.
We were waiting.
Decided anything?
Yavin has decided to cooperate.
Under certain conditions, Dwan.
We'll deal with those conditions later. Everything's ready.
Ready for what?
Teleportation, Wolf. Thanks to the stone you commandeered.
Triss will teleport you and Yavin to the Salamander base, where you'll open the gate.
When?
That's the final point we need to decide. Quiet. I hear footsteps.
The door is locked.
Open up! In the name of King Foltest and the Flaming Rose!
It's Duet.
I didn't foresee this.
We know about your illegal gathering with the elf. Open up, or you will hang!
Sorceress, teleport us now. My unit is ready.
Are you crazy?
He's right, Geralt. This may be our only chance. Akimbaga Hara.
I once saw a mage who emerged from a teleport without his legs. They arrived 5 seconds later.
On 3, we break the door down!
Maybe there's another way.
Dakambra der Hadrin.
Gwynblade, we have no time to lose.
Yavin, you're here after all.
There's no time. Open the portal and let my unit in.
Where's Triss?
She stayed behind to deal with that lunatic Duet. She told me to warn you that Azar has gained immense power thanks to some book.
I know the story.
Gwynblade, my brothers in arms await. Would you take on the entire Salamandra base yourself?
Any ideas?
The Salamanders enter their base through a magic portal created years ago by my kin.
Can we use it?
Triss claims it can be activated using a power stone. Luckily there's one there on the right. Unfortunately, it's guarded by a mage.
White Wolf, we've been expecting you.
I see we're all here. Good. We can resolve this.
Ha, you've learned nothing from our last meeting. You go after your goal no matter what. The elves you brought are doomed to die.
You're wrong. Just like you're wrong about so many other things.
The elven race is condemned. Humans only accelerate the inevitable. If you demonstrate wisdom, you'll see the grand plan.
And if I refuse?
Nothing will change except there'll be one Witcher less. The grand plan foresees all possibilities. Join us, or stop being an obstacle.
Spit it out.
You're fighting for a cause in the name of vague principles. You're in a labyrinth of other people's schemes. You don't know the grand plan. The country is ruled by a degenerate monarch who allowed his monstrous daughter to murder citizens for years. Furthermore, during the war, he allowed Nilfgaard to plunder and torch neighboring allied kingdoms.
Wrap it up.
If not Foltest, then who? The Lodge of the Sorceresses? You know not what those bitches do to influence post-war treaties, the resettlements, deportations, the unresolved matter of the scoiatael, and others.
Your dazzling conclusion?
Salamandra is not evil, not more than those with the will to shape their own fate.
Any other stunning remarks, or can we start killing?
Remember the magic book from the tower in the swamp? Observe some spells. I never expected so little challenge from a Witcher. Professor, let's go.
I lost the skirmish in the swamp. Javed made off with the book. This marked the true beginning of our conflict. Though Javed escaped once more, on balance things are rather favorable. 3 Salamandra bases annihilated, new allies gained, and the professor for dessert.
Geralt, are you alright?
Yavin, what happened?
You took a mighty blow. It's fortunate you're still alive.
Yeah, not dead yet.
The professor escaped, and that barrier blocks our path.
Leave this to me.
The book in the swamp contains some interesting spells, including Alzor's shield, which even Professor can use to destroy you. Observe.
I seriously doubt it.
Goodbye, Geralt.
No doubt your life will end soon, and how useless it's been. You'll die knowing you are an aberration.
You're so full of shit, Professor.
Why do you seek to prevent the creation of new witches? The answer's simple. You feel you have no rightful place in this world. You owe your existence to the conjunction of spheres. But your creators erred. Know how?
Just shut the fuck up.
You've triumphed. Go ahead. Your invaluable witch's treasure awaits. You have what you wanted. Show mercy. Never hurts to ask. So you can parry arrows in flight.
I should have known you'd discover who was behind the counterfeit royal seals. I was wrong to see you merely as a monster slayer.
The better you know me, the more impressive I become.
Any chance you haven't deduced everything?
Not much. I know you plan to stage a coup, assume power while your father is away. I also know you found an ally in Salamandra.
My plans remain unchanged, and you won't stop me. I condemn you to death, sentenced to be carried out at once.
Your Highness.
Sorry, Geralt. The right of state never sleeps.
As the condemned, I have the right to a last wish. One last kiss from you.
A scandalous request. But the last wish is a sacred custom. So be it.
You wish, Witcher.
He has been spirited away. Someone will pay for this.